The thing that almost always is in the way when someone says, I made a list of 5 things and none of them came about, is that there is the awareness that they have not come about is stronger than the anticipation that they are coming about. Is the reason that we made the clarification of the difference between manifested and manifesting. You have to be willing to not take score about the manifestation and instead pay attention to the delicious unfolding, how it feels as it unfolds, reaching for the emotion of it rather than for the manifestation of it. Because the whole point of its manifestation is that it will cause you to feel better. So wouldn't it be nice if you could just feel better on your way to the manifestation of it? Doing your best to get into a place of feeling good, where you allow the things that you've already created to then be realized by you. Sometimes, in fact, most often, the things that you care the most about are the things that are the slowest in coming. And so we've begun offering this important distinction. If when you think about whatever it is, the object of attention of your desire, if when you think about it, it feels awkward or slow moving or uncomfortable in any way, the more general statements you make, the better. But when you're thinking about something and you feel some exhilaration about it, some eagerness about it, then the more specific statements that you make. Our entire intent is for you to please yourself with your words. So if you're trying too hard and it feels like struggle, back off from it, change the subject altogether, or get really general about it. But if it is exhilarating to you, then think about it and talk about it and cut out pictures about it and talk to others about it and revel in it. Because you don't create things by setting goals. You already set the goal. The goal is already in the vortex. But by talking about the goal that you want to call the goal, that's the way you practice the vibration of what's in the vortex. So the work, the only work that is required in bringing something out of the vortex and into the reality where you can see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it, is to not feel bad in the absence of it, but take pleasure in the vibrational beingness of it. Isn't it interesting that by looking at the real, which hasn't yet manifested, you keep the vortex vibrational version of it from becoming real? Isn't that just an interesting thing? Your awareness of what hasn't happened keeps what hasn't happened from happening. And yet, as humans, you want to be realistic. You don't want to be crazy. And that's why we're asking you to find the emotional essence of it, which is real. You're so good at seeing things. And when you can't see them, they feel like they're not there. So you have to sense them. It's trust in the evolution. It's trust in the becoming. It's trust in the thoughts turning to things. Which has the most power? The what is that is already manifested. Let's call it spent, for lack of a better word. The now reality has happened, but all of the power is in the moving forward. And so when you hear words or concepts that cause you to desire something else, the key is to feel so appreciative of the experience that was there to give you the opportunity to give birth to the desire. And then, as quick as you can, turn your undivided attention toward your new desire and put your engines on your track in the direction of that. You focus upon what you want and why you want it, and gradually what you want and why you want it is a stronger, more dominant vibration within you than the absence of it. And so you move into that different vibrational place, and now your valve is wide open, your receptive mode is wide open, and now you begin receiving, and boom, now the manifestation is yours. And so you think about what you want and why you want it, and you don't notice so much that it hasn't happened yet. You just keep feeling the vibrational essence of it, and then you master that. You feel as good as if it has already happened, even though it hasn't happened, because you're not activating the absence of it anymore. You've only got the presence of it active in your vibration, which is what makes you feel good anyway, because the presence of it and the presence of your inner being is what makes you feel good anyway. And so now you're a vibrational match to your inner being and to the thing that you desire, and then it manifests in your experience. And so now you stand here with this new manifestation and a new set of contrasting experiences with which to launch another rocket. So you're not ever going to be in a place where you have not asked for more than is manifested. And you just got to get over needing it to be manifested before you feel good. And if you can hear us and make that jump, if you can leave today saying, oh, I think I finally got it. This car I want, or this lover that I want, or this pile of money that I want, or this occupation I want, or this lifestyle that I want, this manifestation that I want, that I really want. I want it so much that I'm blocking myself from having it. So if I could think about how it feels to have that rather than needing to have it to feel it, if I can stop doing that thing I do, which is pushing away what's coming to me, if I can stop doing that so that my inner being can call me into the receptive mode, then I can be in that sweet spot where there's a whole lot that isn't manifested because my vortex is so fertile. And there's a whole lot that has manifested that doesn't interest me anymore because that's old news. But there's a whole lot still to be manifested. But I'm not in the hasn't manifested yet and am I tired of it, or hasn't it manifested and I'm yearning for it. I'm in the manifesting mode. I'm in the creating mode. I'm in the tuning in mode. I'm in the right place, right time mode. I'm in the watching the cooperative universe line up for me. I'm in that empowerment mode. I'm in that feeling of all of the resources of non-physical, the energy that is creating worlds that is flowing through me. I'm in that worthy feeling mode. I'm in that knowing that I can do it mode. I'm in that sweet spot of I'm turning the thoughts to things. I'm turning the thoughts to things right now. I'm doing what I came to do. I'm spinning the gold right now. This is what I came to do. This is the joyous life that I came for. It's the satisfaction of no longer being out of vibrational sync with my inner being because the manifestation hasn't happened yet. Hooked on the flow rather than on the result of the flow. Hooked on creating rather than creation. Hooked on life rather than lived. Because all of your power is now. You're coming to understand that it is a vibrational universe and that there is a partner of creation that most humans have never considered. And it is your inner being. It is source energy. It is all along what man has been wanting to call God. It is this source energy part of you who is invested in what you care about now. So invested in it that when you deviate from your own desire, you don't feel good. And you think you don't feel good because the manifestation hasn't come. That's not why you don't feel good. You don't feel good because you're not letting the flow happen now, you see. But when you feel negative emotion, that means you ask for something that you are depriving yourself of having. End of story. There's no one else that gets the credit or the blame for how you feel. Esther blamed us for quite a while, Abraham. So you're up here and I'm down here. And you're up here because you believe in crap. And I'm down here because I don't see it yet. And I think you should come down here with me so that I'd feel better. And we say, come on up. And Esther says, no, I'd rather look at what is. But Esther, you're not ever going to feel good as long as you're looking at what is, because what is caused you to ask for more. And now you've got to look at more or you're not going to feel good. Because once you unleashed your desire to your vortex and we got hold of it, there's only one way to happiness for you. You've got to let what you ask for flow into your experience.